Stimulus. That is what so many people are still asking for. They want to know when the next stimulus check is coming. When are those child tax credit payments going to begin again? When are we going to see, credit card balances come, crashing down? When are we going to see more money flow into the pockets of the American people? Well, those are the questions that we keep getting. Now, I want to address that because as of right now, we can't continue to wait on Congress to provide an additional stimulus check. We can't wait on President Biden to actually fulfill his promise of that $200 per month to Social Security recipients. We can't wait on SNAP benefits to increase. We can't wait because it's not going to happen. We can't wait for student loan debt to be forgiven. It's just not going to happen. But here's what is happening. We are seeing a massive 24% increase. But it's a 24% increase on debt payments. Yeah, not an increase on your income, not an increase to benefits. It's an increase to debt payments simply because of what the Federal Reserve has done recently by raising rates. Now, I want to show you something. According to a recent report from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, they are saying that median payments outside of student loan debt has increased by 24%. They also say that more than 1 in 13 borrowers are behind in payments. You want to know why? It's because of this. It's because of auto loans. It's because of credit cards. Okay? Credit card debt is at the highest pretty much the highest it's ever been. Right? $1.3 trillion. This is in the second quarter of 2023. Look at this. Auto loans. The highest it has ever been. Again, second quarter of 2023, we're sitting at $1.58 trillion in auto loan debt. And then you got this, student loan debt. It's actually starting to come down a little bit. Right? People are starting to pay. But here's the thing. Look at this. Look how it's just gone up. But I want to show you one other thing. Okay? Look at the credit card debt in 2008. This is Q4 2008. This is where it was, and that started coming down. Right? Then we got here. This is pretty much beginning of 2020. We were at less than $1 trillion, well, $890 billion. And then guess what? We got stimulus, and it started to come down. The lowest was $770 billion in credit card debt. Okay? That was due to stimulus. But that's not coming. We need to stop waiting. We can't keep waiting for Congress to come out and give us an additional stimulus check. We can't keep waiting for Congress to pass a child tax credit payment so we can use some of that $250 or $300 and pay off some credit cards or get caught up on our bills. We can't do that because the money just isn't coming. Now, here's some other very interesting stuff that is happening. Okay? Right now, and even though we are more than $1 trillion in debt with credit cards, what's interesting is that right now, according to a new report, they're saying that the American people have more than $14 trillion in savings and checking accounts. But let me ask you, do you have more than $10,000 in your savings and checking account? Because the majority of people would say no. Okay? Right now, the average, the amount that is in people's checking account is less than $5,000. Okay, less than $5,000. That means the people that are making a lot of money, the millionaires and billionaires, they may have millions of dollars in their accounts. That's what's actually bringing it up. Not the average everyday person, the everyday working class American who probably has less than $3,000 in their account. Again, the average is less than 5. Now, here's another chart I want to show you. Look at this. Okay, this right here, it says transition into serious delinquency for credit card debt. If we go back to 2008, okay, we'll go first quarter 2008. We started to see it was going up. This is credit card debt. All right. This is 2008. This is the financial crisis. And then, again, it started coming back down. Now, the lowest, okay, it was 3.4%. Okay, we went from 3.4%. We are now sitting at 5.8%. The problem is if this continues, because this right here, from quarter two, okay, to the fourth quarter of last year, pretty much 4%. Right, we're up a whole percent in 2 quarters. That's a very big problem. Okay, simply because now this is serious delinquency, which means these accounts are more than 90 days past due. They haven't made a payment in 90 days. Guess what? These people are going to see their accounts get closed. Okay, they're going to get their account, it will be sent off to a collection agency, which that is going to hurt their credit. You know what will not hurt your credit? Is if you miss your payments for student loan debt, because that was in the last bill that was passed by Congress. Okay, that was part of the whole debt crisis. Okay, trying to ensure that we didn't reach that debt ceiling. That was part of that. So what's interesting right now is that everybody's looking at trying to find additional money. But here's what's going to happen. And this is why I say we can't keep waiting. Right now, what we are hearing from multiple people is that Congress is waiting. They want to see the trajectory of our economy. They want to see where we're headed. They want to see if the American people can withstand any turmoil that we will face. That's what they want to see. In the meantime, they want to try to figure out and come up with different ideas and plans to potentially help these people. But they don't want to jump on this too early, just in case we can weather through this storm. So, where does that take us from here? Well, it simply means we're going to wait and see. We've heard this from Congress before. Let's wait and see. Let's see what happens. Let's see how we can, how the American people respond. And then, if we are really struggling, they'll come in and help us. They'll give us toss us a bone. But until then, we're simply going to wait. Now, whether or not this is the right plan, whether or not this is going to work or not, we don't know. But what we do know is that millions of people are still struggling, and nothing is going to change. Right now, as businesses are going under, food prices are expected to continue to increase, which we're going to have answers tomorrow. We're going to know what the new CPI report says. Is it going to be the CPI lie? Or is this going to be the true numbers? Well, I have my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. But come back tomorrow morning. I promise I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. But as of right now, that is what we know. Millions of people are struggling to pay back their debt, and they can't add new debt because their credit cards, in many cases, are maxed out. So I'll let you know as soon as I know more regarding credit card debt, regarding the economy, and what Congress is planning to do. But in the meantime, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.